Crazed Convos. Crazed Convos.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 8 of Crazed Combos. And Dino is just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us.
Can we get copyrighted for that? I don't sing very well.
I don't think so. I mean, we literally just said, like, I don't know. If we do, we'll find out whenever we get the letter.
Oh, you think Bill Withers will actually listen to this?
I hope so.
Is he alive?
I don't think so.
Oh, man.
Ain't no sunshine. All right. Besides trying to get sued, I think hopefully episode 7 is out by the time this is out as well.
I really hope so.
Yeah, we've been having trouble. Hey, Dino, good news. I'm an American. Officially,
You are?
I'm officially an American. Like, freedom.
Oh, let's go.
The funny thing is, the moment I became an official American, I was like, I want all these immigrants out of my country.
I want that as an illegal immigrant.
Yeah, I was like, why are we letting all these people in? Like, the moment I got it.
Yeah, the moment you got it, you were like, we do need to build a fucking wall.
Yeah, like, wait, we need to build a wall.
Build a fucking, a moat with gators.
But I think instead of Mexico, we need to make Venezuela pay for it.
Just force them to.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's start a new world war.
3 or 4.
When did the third happen?
I mean, I don't know. I've seen on Facebook that it's starting any moment now, so we might be too late to start that one.
Come November, it's all ogre.
Yeah, man. It feels you ever seen that episode of South Park where like the kids are growing up and they got to vote between a douchebag or like a
giant douche or a turd sandwich? Yeah, I remember.
Okay, dude, I might be crazy and I don't want to get political here, but I was like, man, back in the day, between Al Gore and Bush, between Obama and McCain, like that felt decent, Like, yeah, but after Obama, man, everything's been going downhill.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I didn't even remember who Obama was up against.
I think it was Mitt Romney one time and John McCain the other, and I like both of them, but I also liked Obama, so I was like, you know what? I mean, all these dudes are pretty good. Now, I did not like George W. Bush. I mean, like, he was kind of like, like everybody kind of liked him at first, but then we're like, yeah, this guy sucks. But we realized too late. But like Al Gore and like, I mean, he wasn't terrible. Obviously Bill Clinton, he was pretty good. He didn't do nothing wrong, by the way.
He did nothing wrong. He did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I mean, he didn't, bro. He just got blown.
I don't remember anything before Obama, like legit. And I was alive too. I was like 9 when Bush was still around, and I did not. I had no idea who that man was.
Yeah. But what was I going to tell you? Oh yeah.
What were you going to tell me?
I was just going to tell you. I'm glad it's just the two of us. I mean, I enjoyed talking with our guest, but it has made editing and everything way more difficult. So shout out to all the people that were guests. But man, I think we're gonna have to like buy a mic and like send it to them if we ever have them as a guest again.
Send it to snail mail.
Yeah, send it to snail mail.
So they're like, hey, we got to record in 2 weeks. I'm gonna send you this next week.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. I mean, like, I did enjoy the guests. It was really nice to have them on. They're lifelong friends, and they did a great job. But yeah, the audio, and I honestly, our producer, our editor, our founding CEO, Pablo, he I mean, it's difficult to kind of edit all that, and I don't have to worry about anything like that. I'm set. Like, I can have like 50 guests as long as I don't have to edit them.
I know why you enjoy having guests.
Yeah, because it's fun to talk to them.
Because of all the inspections you got to do.
Hey man, a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Okay,
So
out of all the inspections you did, which one was the best one? I mean,
you can't put me on the spot like that.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm putting you on the spot, man. I mean, rate him. Who had the?
They all had. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say who had the better, score, taste wise, smell wise, size, girth.
See, it was easy for the smell test because half of them still had a foreskin on them, so the smell just really traps in there. The taste test also goes. The foreskin just adds a layer of a flavor to it. Girth. One of them was like 10 inches wide, 1 inch long. They call him the fucking tuna can.
The tuna can.
The tuna can. The dinner plate. 10 inches of girth, 1 inch tall.
Man, I don't know if I could live with myself if I was that guy.
You ever see those little things that like the Legos? The Lego pieces is like the one that's literally just like a nipple.
Yep.
He had one of them.
Yeah, dang.
Nah, it was if I had dude,
which one had that one? Come on, just tell the viewers.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Is the secrecy like once you do the test, you sign a form that you can't share?
Yeah, it's an NDA, no dick description.
Okay,
NDD.
okay, understandable.
I had to make them sign it. I signed it.
Okay.
Our lawyers signed it.
Okay. Well, if the lawyer signed it, then I mean, there's nothing else we can do.
I'm glad our workplace offers insurance. What the fuck is it called? Insurance. Fuck, I fucked up. Legal insurance. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah. That's one of the good things about it.
It's kind of crazy. I never had that offered at any other job. No other job was like, hey, just to let you know, if you get in trouble, we got your back. It only here, like where we work is fucking. I should tell you, like the place we're in, where they had to like offer insurance for like legal issues.
You know what's crazy though, that I don't have it because I'm like I never get in trouble, and there's been a few times where I'm like, man, that could have saved me some money.
And I have it, and like I legit was trying to, when I was filling out my mortgage, or trying to label, what the fuck is it called, start my mortgage and shit. I could have used one of them to get take a look at the housing closing contract or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I didn't fucking use it. So I guess next time I'm gonna use this when I get divorced. Once these things are automatically translated, my wife is gonna definitely dip.
Oh yeah. I think she can do that now. Just nobody has told her yet, but I believe there's a Google thing where you can like listen to it. Listens to
hold on.
Hello.
All right, there we go.
What's going on? Do you know?
I'm sorry. For some reason, I don't know if it's the cable or if I move a certain way, it like disconnects for some reason, and I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Like you got cut off. But anyways, yeah. Go ahead. What did you say?
No, I was just talking about nothing important at all. Let's go ahead and didn't you have a couple of topics you wanted to cover today?
Oh, all right. We didn't even get into topics. I love how we're always like, we don't want to get political, and then we immediately get political.
Politics.
Yeah, political.
I'm just repeating words, man. It's been a long week for me, and I'm an American now, so rock, flag, and eagle.
Now you can get unemployment if you want to leave this place.
Oh, I heard the story. My stepdad told me this story about this guy who he came here legally, married an American woman, and then he really thought unemployment was just like free money. Like he literally thought like, yeah, if you're American, you can just sit home and get paid to do nothing.
It's not.
So like he finally got his whole process, because I'm not sure exactly how it works and everything, but he was working like legally, like he had a work permit before he got like his full residency thing. But the moment he got that green card, my stepdad said he went like, okay, I got my green card. He quit his job, like I don't need you anymore. and just went home, and then and then the next day he's like, yeah, he went to apply for unemployment, and the unemployment was like, but like, why are you here? He was like, oh yeah, I quit my job.
Yeah, give me money.
Yeah, and they were like, okay, so you need help finding another one or what? And he was like, no, I mean, I just want the government to give me money. And they were like, that's not how it works, sir. And he was like, oh.
He goes up. He's like flicking everybody off. Like at the job, he's like going up to his supervisors and the people who mistreated. He's like, "Fuck you!" And then he goes into the unemployment office and he's like, "I'll take a couple bands for now, but later on I'll come back." And they're like, "Who the fuck? What are you doing here?"
Yeah, he literally showed up and was like, "Hey, so how much do I get a week for being unemployed?"
And yeah, they filled out an application.
Yeah, the guy was like, "Wait, how did you lose your job?" "Oh, I quit." It's like, "Yeah, you're not getting anything."
Yeah, man, fuck that job. And then he's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, and then like he just didn't want to go back, and I'm like, the funniest thing is that he didn't. Like, he thought it was a genius idea, but he didn't ask anybody. He was like, all these other people that are like legally Americans, they're Americans and they're working. Like, he didn't think, you know what? All these American people are working. Like, why are they working when they could get free money? He didn't ask one of them. He could have asked my stepdad. He could have asked me. He could have asked a bunch of other people, but nah, he just went and quit.
I salute the man. he said, "Fuck this job. I don't need you suckers. I'm American."
Yeah, I'm American. I get paid to do nothing. And it was
immediately got hit with white privilege the moment he got papers.
Yeah, like those Cubans, man. You know that joke about Cubans? That when the moment they get off the boat and they get to America, they're like, okay, we got to stop the immigration. No more immigration. We can't feed them all. No more space. No more jobs.
Now they're like, tenemos que empezar tenemos que sacar a los pinches inmigrantes.
It's like, maybe for my primo, maybe my cousin, maybe we feed one more, my cousin, my nephew, but no, we got to stop that.
It's fucking stupid. That's why I'm illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
So yeah, I had a couple topics. So well, my topic to begin with is bro, I know I'm gonna sound like a fucking old ass man with this, but the music that's coming out nowadays is fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, it's not as good as it used to be. I might sound like a boomer by saying that, but I love old music. Like, I legit listen to like older music. 16 Tons, like, it's probably one of my oldest songs. Like Bill Withers, like Frank Sinatra, like all that good stuff. When songs were understandable and had meaning. Nowadays, like, they're just making music. They're making sound. It's not music. It's sounds. Like, I found these couple TikToks. It's about this rapper. I don't know where he's from. It's a weird yellow looking flag. I think it's Brazil. It has yellow, green, black lines on it. And this is a rapper, and he sounds like a dolphin.
Can you play as a clip?
Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted to say a comment before I started playing it.
I mean, I have a couple of opinions regarding that. Like, I kind of agree with you, but I feel like that's something that's going to happen every generation. It happened to our parents. It happened to them with their parents, and there is still good music. It's just that a lot of times mainstream music is not like great music.
But I mean, like, even back but I'm saying, like, even just like understanding, like, you can understand Jay-Z, you can understand like Eminem, even though he's rapping fast, you can understand him. He's saying,
but you're talking about a specific genre of rap, which is mumble rap, which
that's newer, dude. That wasn't really a thing back in the day.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing. But I'm saying, like, you still got J. Cole, you still have Kendrick Lamar. There's still good music today.
I mean, the closest I think you can say the mumble rap is probably like Shaggy, because he was a bit difficult to understand sometimes.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, there is definitely a problem with mumble rap. But I'm saying there's still good music today. Like we still have Kendrick. I mean, Kendrick is, well,
they're not dead.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I get what you're saying. Like, music is evolving in a way where
it's evolving backwards.
yeah, it's kind of not appealing to us. But like, if you go listen to some of that like old rock or like Elvis or something like which was revolutionary for his time and like a lot of the old heads didn't like it. I mean, who knows? It might just go down as a classic where people like it might get worse where like our kids might be like, man, you remember mumble rap? You remember like Gucci Gang song? Like that was a classic. Like this crap nowadays, bro. That I mean, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, like Designer. Like I remember like him. Who was Designer and fuck, what's the other one? Fetty Wap. I mean, I love Fetty Wap, and Designer had one good song. You know, the fucking panda, 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 panda. I get birds in Atlanta. Give it the panda. Like you can still sort of understand that, but it was kind of mumble rapping. And then what's the other one? They're like Peso Pluma. You know, he's always like he's also very difficult to understand. Like I remember I watched this skit that they did like on live TV. It was like Sábado Gigante or something, and they had Peso Pluma on, and he's saying the lyrics really slowly and really like trying to articulate his words so that the announcer can repeat after him, because it literally you can't understand. I'm like I literally can't understand what he's saying.
Bro,
Something about
that's just because your Spanish is bad. Like
no. That's literally okay, dude. I can't play it on here. That's literally what he sounds like in the. What the fuck is the song called?
Which song? Because like, dude, I almost never. There's a couple songs, but like most of the time, I never have trouble understanding Peso Pluma.
It's the one where he's like, no, that's Bad Bunny. I'm sorry, no, that was the fuck. It's Bad Bunny.
I was gonna say, yeah, Peso Pluma has a unique voice, but like,
damn,
he doesn't mumble.
Hey, cut that out, editor. Cut that out.
No, we're not editing that out.
I couldn't think of his fucking name. I meant Bad Bunny. He's like, literally word for word, like he said, el olor te quiero mi amor. Like I can't understand him, man.
Yeah, I'm not really big into that, dude. I miss the old reggaeton, like. That's why I'm telling you, like, people used to complain about reggaeton when it came out, and I'm like, bro, I really want to go back to the days of Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, Wisin y Yandel, like, like, you thought that was bad? No, this new stuff,
that was
bro.
Fucking good. And like, damn, I feel bad because I actually like Peso Pluma, but
yeah, I was gonna say, bro.
And then I was
my man Peso Pluma for, bro.
Fuck, dude, I meant to say Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's fucking. You can't hear him. You can't understand him. But anyways, I wanted to implement this new media into our recordings because I scroll through TikTok. I have a rotted brain and I just scroll through TikTok, and then this one appeared on my feed. So to give you a little background, this is a rapper, quote unquote, from Brazil who is deaf, and
so he's like Beethoven but from modern era.
Yeah, but Beethoven made some fucking slappers, bro. He made fire, dude. The fucking 16th Symphony, hell yeah, dude.
Bro, Moonlight Sonata.
But listen to this. This is that's music. It's noise. Here, I'll play it real quick.
Okay, are we sure that's not edited? Like, are you sure that's
no, it's not.
Song? That's the official song.
It is like, or it's not. It's like in that one. In that one, if you couldn't tell, he was freestyling.
yeah. Like, I mean, the rest of it sounds pretty normal for like rap, but like
it was another guy in there. He was actually rapping in a different language. But see, it was in a different language, but you could understand it. It was just fucking like
yeah. I mean, that's still more talent than DJ Khaled.
We the best music.
Yeah. It's mustard on that beat, ho.
Mustard on the beat. Mustard on my feet, ho. That's a good song. I love Ballin'. But so it's. I just don't know if that's the direction we should be heading with music.
Yeah, I mean, you still have a choice though. Like, I think you still have to look. Like, there's this channel in YouTube that I watch. It's called Two Set Violin, which I've always had like I've always liked classical music for like studying and that type of thing, trying to relax.
Yeah.
And I love classical music, and when I found them and what they're doing, kind of like adding a comedy element to it and doing the YouTube videos. And you're right that you can still go to the classics, but that took me to what? Let me listen to some of these modern composers, and I was pleasantly surprised. Like, yeah, it's not mainstream, and
like Yo-Yo Ma.
Yeah, and they're not making all this money, but like some of these composers are making really beautiful music, whether it be orchestras, pianos, but it's just the normal average person with a rotted TikTok brain, like doesn't actually look for it. But like, no, I've found some really fantastic modern composers that I really like.
You should check out Lindsey Sterling. Lindsey Sterling is
dude.
a really she plays like violin. She plays really well.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, I love her music. She's great.
And I'm not saying there's anything like whatchamacallit. Like I fuck. Where was I going with this? I had an idea, and like that's the music that's coming out, and people are like, I guess, bumping it to this, but sometimes it doesn't even have to be like mainstream or anything. This is like, I found another TikTok that I really enjoyed, and I think it's on YouTube, but it's basically just the sound. It's a song about about Peach being a hoe.
Oh, can we play that?
Yeah, I'm about to play it. I'm getting background because for our audio listeners, because you won't be able to see the video, but it's Mario, and it's like a guy who is literally just for fun making music, and it comes out way better than these people who are, I guess, trying. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
See that?
That was amazing. That was amazing. Masterpiece.
It's really good, and it's like not even a smart, like it's not like a smart premise or anything, but it the guy, I'm assuming he's doing it for fun. I don't think he like was planning to make money with that, but it's really good. Also, I didn't think about this beforehand, but if we get hit with a cease and desist, my bad.
We will neither cease or
nor desist. But it's a good song, and like
Spartans.
It's a good song, and like I liked it. I was like, I'll be bumping this shit. I'm like, damn, this shit sounds good.
Yeah, dude, that is actually really catchy. I really liked it.
And like it was using like video game sound. Like it's literally, it didn't sound like it wasn't a professional thing. It was like it had work into it, and it was like a genuine attempt at like something that sounds banging, and I really like that.
Yeah, but talking about music, I mean, like I'm telling you, there's still good music out there. You just have to actually like look for something that, is to your taste. Because I don't think like we can judge what good music is. I mean, to an extent you can, but different people like different things. So like for example, you might like, I don't know, Justin Bieber, and I'm be like, yeah, you're kind of dumb for listening to Justin Bieber, but I mean, you're free to like what you like. Music is entertainment. It's kind of like how we decorate time, right? Like if you get a painting that I think is ugly and you hang it on your wall, like I mean, it's your wall. You hang whatever you want. I don't have to like it. Music is how we adorn our time. So like, you know, you want to, you know, play music as long as you know, like playing it loud and like, you know, I don't have to hear it. Like, yeah, just play whatever you want. Like, have you heard of what is that band called? Polyphia?
No.
It's like what's his name? They have like insane guitarist. What is his name? Tim Henson? Tim Henson, I think that's his
Slasher?
name. No, Tim Henson, and like there's a song by him.
Isn't that the guy who looks for predators?
No, that's Chris Hansen. No, this guy, there's a song by them. It's called "Playing God," where I play guitar, so somebody made a meme like years ago when the song was kind of new about like, oh yeah, you know, like trying to learn that because it's like really hard. And I listened to it and I was blown away. I was like, wow, like the music that they do just kind of blew my mind. But like I said, not really mainstream. It kind of is. Like there's still millions of people that listen to it, but you're not really going to hear it on the radio. You're not going to see it in movies. And that's because like at the end of the day, popular music doesn't mean good music.
Okay, first of all, fuck you. I have great taste in music. I listen to every genre. If it's a good song and I like it, I listen to it. No, I'm joking. I know everybody has different tastes, but normally when I bump my music, people are like, "Oh shit!" Like it has variety. It has like different tastes, and they're like, "Oh, you got a good playlist." So fuck you. But anyways, second, I'm not saying there is no more good music, but it's just the way it's like heading. It's sort of I don't know, dude. It's and like I said, you were saying earlier, like boomers used to say like, "Oh, turn that trash off," and I'm starting to sound like that, but I don't know. I don't see myself bumping into that. You know what I mean? The other one.
I think we're gonna go very different with music, where people are just kind of because like, have you heard AI music? Like I've
yes,
you know,
yes, I love it.
Yeah, and like you can make some banger songs with AI. Like it still doesn't sound legit, but with a little bit of editing, like I mean, it sounds amazing. I think in the future, like music is gonna be to that point where like you can just make your own song. Like you want to make your wife a song, tell the AI, you know, I want in this type of voice to sing this, and you'll get it done, and it'll sound like a banger, and that's gonna make kind of I don't know how that's gonna affect the future, but it's definitely gonna be a big change.
I was about to say that's gonna be kind of fucked when you're like, you know what? I want to make a song where Kanye raps about pizza, like, and you can enter that in, and it'll turn it out. I don't know if I want to head in that direction because at that point, you're not even gonna need artists.
Yeah, but you know you can already do that.
I know that's the problem.
See, but I don't think artists will go extent or like really be in trouble because at the end of the day, I think we still enjoy the human element, and we enjoy when something captures our attention that we're not exactly looking for. Like let's say I wake up and I'm like, you know what, I want a song about pizza, like, and I want to make it with AI. I'm still gonna need a couple hours probably to get the perfect one, or at least enough effort, you know, where I don't know, I would say it would take at least 20 minutes because, you know, the AI is still an AI and he doesn't really know what you have in mind. So you're going to keep changing it, describing it differently and everything. So I think it will still take effort. And one thing we know about modern people is that they don't like to put effort into things.
I was about to say AI, technically the AI music existed before with like, I mean, it's not technically AI, but Hatsune Miku. Like, she's not a real person, but she makes some fucking bangers.
Oh, yeah, dude. Shout out
to Hatsune Miku. And no, I like AI, but AI is getting kind of like scary. Like, I don't know if you've seen the TikToks. Fuck, I look at TikTok too much. But it was one where like they asked AI to make a country song, and it's called Glue Balloons. So it's basically a song about a dude getting his nuts like stuck between like a door. Like he closed the door on his nuts, Hey.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, like that still took effort for whoever was making the song. Like it wasn't just made in a few seconds and it was good. I'm telling
But
you, 'cause
dude, like
I've messed around with AI music and like I'm telling you, it still has a ways to go.
but like the cadence, I mean, it did sound a little robotic-y, but the voice sounded like pretty good. Like it could genuinely be a like a country singer. Like it's scary
No, it's
but it's
great.
funny. It's funny. It's hilarious.
No, it's great, and I actually I'm all for it. But like I said, I think in the future it'll be like one of those things where if you want to put enough effort, you can make some good songs. But most people are just going to choose to listen to things. They don't want to put effort and make a song every single day when they feel like listening to music.
Oh, you could make a whole album. Like, you know what? I want a song where Hatsune Miku sings "Not Like Us." I want a song where Kanye is singing corridos.
You can already make that. Like you can literally
I
download
know.
apps that make that happen. I'm more
I
afraid
know.
of like you remember when like, but I think there's gonna be some type of like curve to it because you remember when deep fakes became a thing at first and then like now they're like you don't really hear about them too much. I mean,
Dude,
people still
I
do
was
it.
about to say, yeah, no, I listen to like crime podcasts, and it's a lot bigger in like India and like Korea.
Like deepfakes, yeah, deepfakes are they're real, but they're not as big as a problem as the world thought it was gonna be when it first came out.
No, dude, like I out of curiosity, I looked up some deep fake videos, like adult content, because that's what they do over like what they do overseas is they take pictures of people they know, like acquaintances, family, people that they know in real life. They take pictures and they send them on this like sort of like encrypted chat room that is hard to get into, and they make deep fake porn of them, and it's really bad because over there, like if that gets leaked, your career's over. Like you'll be shamed, you'll be disowned. Like it genuinely is life ending over there, and it's a huge problem. Like there was a room dedicated to nothing but that. Like people had to get in the room, you had to submit like photos, and it couldn't be just like photos you got online. It had to be like people you knew, and they make deep fakes that look so real that even the people who like who like the deep fakes, they know it's a deep fake like of themselves, but they still say like if the only reason I know it's not me is because I didn't take that picture, like she didn't remember taking that picture. So deep fakes are pretty they're getting advanced, and I've like I said, out of curiosity I looked some up too, and I was like, oh wow, like it doesn't look like AI when it was like beginning and your fingers are fucked up, like things can look fucked up. It genuinely does. Like all they do is they basically copy and paste like someone's face onto like an already existing like video, and that's how they do it. But it does look like eerily real.
Yeah, you're right that it does look real, and I'm not saying it doesn't. What I'm saying is when it first came out, like people thought it was gonna be this world-ending, catastrophe where oh yeah, you can just go and do it, but like most people don't. Like the people you're talking about, they put all this effort into like making this porn, and normal people don't. That's what I'm saying. Like I think it is definitely a problem, but most people are not going to get obsessed with someone to the point where they're like, yeah, let me make a deep fake porn of this girl so I can like, touch my meat to it.
Yeah, and like the thing is though, it's not very prevalent here in America. It's like I'm not making it, or I don't know a huge amount of people that are making it here in America, but I do know that there are some apps that like kind of you take a picture of someone and it kind of takes away their clothes. It kind of like makes them nude in like a weird way. I'm 95% sure it's also like a deep fake situation, and people do that. Like they'll take pictures of someone and then like
yeah, but it's not a problem. Like, do you know anybody personally that has ever been affected by deep fakes?
No. That's what I'm saying. It's not a huge problem here in America, but in other places it is a bigger problem.
I mean, it's a small problem everywhere, but it's definitely not a major problem. Like, because first of all, it's illegal, and that's
That
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
stop people.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
are drugs.
yeah. I'm gonna say pedophilia, drugs, rape, everything is a problem. Like gang violence, but what I'm saying is, like everybody's so afraid of AI. Like, oh yeah, man, with AI, like like yeah, we don't need artists anymore because everybody can make AI music. And all these other things like art. Oh yeah, man. I mean, if you can make art with AI, I mean, I might be wrong. I could be wrong, but what I'm saying is the same thing with deepfake, where people are like, oh yeah, man, like like oh yeah, deepfakes. There's gonna be deepfakes of every single body. Everybody's gonna make deepfakes about whoever they want, and it didn't happen. I think it's gonna be the same thing with AI. I feel like there's a lot of kids nowadays that just because they use a tablet doesn't mean they're good with technology. Like they don't know what the hell they're doing computer. Like they don't know how to code. They don't know how to do all these things. They don't care to learn. They don't care to put in the effort to learn how to code, how to fix their own computer, how to build their own computer, how their phone works, how Wi-Fi works. They don't care about none of that. They just want to like watch videos. They just want to be entertained. They want to be YouTubers. They don't really care about like technology or understanding how to use it or how to use it to their advantage. Like how many people do you know that uses chat GPT for like just to help them around and with like problems like their budget or things like that? How many
Bro,
people do you know on a
you
personal level?
You literally created our logo, our intro and outro music with AI.
Yeah, but I mean, besides me, because I've always loved technology. Yeah,
he's like, name one person. You.
Yeah, but I'm saying other than me, obviously, you don't have to tell our viewers that. Like, you're supposed to let them believe that's our, hard work, dedication, our talent. But now they know. They know. But besides me, who do you know that like actually uses AI? Like,
but when you do it, it's not that difficult, right? It's not that difficult. All you just type in like a prompt, and then you get a thing, and then you keep editing it.
And then you type it another 100 times trying to get the perfect.
That's not very difficult.
But it's difficult enough where most people won't do it.
Yeah, children who are learning how to use YouTube to watch Cocomelon.
Okay, do you use AI on your regular life?
I like to fuck with it, but I don't get super into it.
So yeah.
I mean, like I use the Copilot.
Yeah, and like I said, I think like unless you give it as like in an app where it just basically there helping you on the background, like most people are not gonna bother doing it. Like I remember I showed when I started making the AI songs, because I was like I found out I had a song that I wrote the lyrics for, and I kind of wanted to see what it would sound like, and I tried to get a couple of my friends like, oh, would you sing this? Would you play this for me? And it just didn't happen. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use these lyrics. I'm gonna make AI sing it for me and like help with the instrument parts as well, because I don't know how to play guitar. And I ended up like making this song, and it took me like a couple hours to get it just how I wanted it, like my vision to come to life per se. And then I told all these people like, oh yeah, dude, like this app is amazing. Like if you like music, if you ever wanted to make your own music but you don't know how to sing or you don't know how to play instruments, like there's this app and you can make songs about anything you like. And I show it to them, and dude, like I'm talking about like over 20 people. You know how many of them made one song using AI?
You're like kind of proving my point.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, you know how many people that and the people I talked to know how to use like computers and stuff. They're people that I thought, okay, they might be into it. You know how many ended up using that app?
But is it out of not wanting to, or just out of like
laziness? Out of laziness. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, but it's not from lack of knowledge, correct? Or it's not from like it's super hard to do.
First of all, they're like, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. And then when I literally had to show them how to write the prompt and everything, I literally gave them all the information because they didn't know. They didn't have the information. They didn't care to search for the information because they didn't care. They knew it was possible to make songs with AI, but they didn't care. Okay,
it's not from lack of knowledge. It's more of laziness.
Laziness and lack of knowledge, because they didn't know how to write a prompt. They didn't know how to search up. They didn't know how to get things going. And then like I was like, okay, once you do that, you got to do this, because it's not like just easy writing a prompt. Like it might get the song you want, especially if you just want something funny, like on the first one. But you still need to put effort. You still need to edit it. You might go back, revisit the prompt, try a different genre, try a different voice. So it still requires effort. And like I'm telling you, I think you're the only one that actually ended up using it. Everybody else was kind of like, oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I would. Oh, would you make? I remember somebody literally asked me like, "Oh, would you make one because it's my friend's birthday? So I could send it to them." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I could make it, but I could just show you how to make it. That way, you could just make whatever songs you want and send it to your friends." And she was like, "Okay, yeah, can show me." And I was like, "Okay." So I showed her, and she was like, "Well, I mean, you already made that one, so I'll just send that one." Didn't even download the app.
Yeah, okay, but we are normal people. We're not content creators. We're not artists. We're literally just like people who have work a 9 to 5 who don't really put in the time to learn how to do all that. Like, but it's not necessarily that it's difficult. It just takes some messing around with, and like you got to like figure it out.
Yeah,
that's like with anything.
effort. And like most people in the world are regular people that have 9 to 5s. Like these YouTubers, they're the exception, right? They're the 1%. They're the people that live completely different lives from the rest of us.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm not sure where we're going with this anymore. But it's AI is a neat tool. Like I said, I like it. Like I love our logos. I mean, no offense. Like I'm not saying I don't appreciate your work, but I do enjoy the logos. Like the little chibi versions of us is my favorite. And the songs, I really like the intro, outro. I really like our logo. So I'm not complaining. It's just like it's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Like where we're going,
it's definitely scary. Like AI, is a scary possibility because AI, like most people, if you think about it, think about the average level of intelligence in the world, and then that means 50% of people are stupider than the average level, right? And the average level, the average person is not very smart, and so it's scary to think that either one will become too dependent on AI, or like the movie WALL-E.
Yes, I love that movie.
Yeah, like that's a possibility, right? And like, I mean, if we could make machines that make everything, like, would there be a need for workers? I mean, what are we going to do? Just focus on entertainment? Like, we're just going to sit there watching a tablet all day? Like, what are we going to do?
I would love that, first of all. There's many sources. So there was that one episode of Rick and Morty where these like extraterrestrial dinosaurs are like really smart and intelligent, and they help bring peace to civilizations where they literally don't have to do anything. I was like, bro, that sounds fucking nice. I can play video games all day and just chill, not have to worry about work. And then I also listened to this story by there's the same guy who made Everybody Loves Large Chest. It's called The Stars Have Eyes, and it's basically England in the future. And in the future, you really don't own anything. It's all virtual. It's all like sort of online, where you have like a little virtual reality station and you enjoy life through the virtual reality. And in real life, you get like a small ass like 25 by 25 little room with like a big ass VR station, and you enjoy your life virtually. I think that'd be great. Like, they get their money. Like, they don't get a lot, granted. They get their like a monthly allowance, basically. And I'm like, dude, if I could play video games like all day, dude, sounds fucking sweet.
Yeah, that does sound sweet. I wouldn't mind that either.
So do you have a topic, Pablo, or you want to just go into a...
I was just gonna say, we can just go to a Crazed Cards, but before moving on from the AI thing, I want to say that one of the things that I find scary about, like, if we can make AI, how we talked about this, like the AI sex dolls, like in Futurama. I was watching that episode, and yeah. I was like, man, it feels like we're not that far from it, like the Futurama episode where, like Fry gets like an AI girlfriend from like his favorite actress. Mm-hmm. I was like, how far are we from that? Because like, I mean, if you do some research, like some of these dolls look pretty realistic, and while the AI is not that intelligent yet, it feels like it's something that could be possible in the next couple decades.
Well, it wouldn't be holograms like in the cartoon, but I think in the future, like, Boston Dynamics needs to get their asses off these fucking dogs and make a fucking like a human that can move right, that can fucking cowboy me all night, that could fucking 69 me all night, and then once they build the skeleton, all we gotta do is cover it in silicone, add the largest like silicone, the most silicone in the breast and ass and thigh area, and we're golden.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, imagine like with all this antisocial people and like all this like men that are kind of conflicted because they're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be this new gentle, like, I don't know, like
Submissive
kind of guy. Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like people like that are just gonna be like, you know what, I don't need to go out there and try to find a woman. I could just order me a doll online. It doesn't have to be perfect like in Futurama, where she can go out with you and dates and everything. And I think it would be more like, I mean, she just has to look decent and make me feel like I'm not crazy by being with her. And like most dudes would be like, yep, that's good enough for me.
Nah, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna make mine look like Rias Gregory from the what was it called, DXD.
Okay, Dino, but you're a special kind of person. You're a special kind of pervert.
Or Akio, what's her name? The half demon, half angel bitch. She's the one. I choose her over Rias.
I don't know, but talking about books, I read that book you told me about, that audiobook, or
The Grand Game.
Yeah, it's decent. Like, I don't like it gets me hooked sometimes, but it's, oh man, I don't know if we should do like a whole review, but I just want to say, man,
Book corner.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm not a fan of having like multiple lives in a story. Like,
I like it.
Yeah, I was like, man, I feel like every time he died, he just like a few chapters later, he gets like another life.
Okay, that part I kind of agree with you. Like, I don't like that he gets lives, but I like the idea, the concept, because like, so in the story, spoiler alerts, not really, but basically, so instead of sometimes killing an enemy or killing like someone, the way to like actually torture them, which is like a topic that actually is talked about in the book. Instead of like killing them outright, they just torture them, or they keep them like barely alive. And I think that's a interesting way to kind of circumvent that whole life thing. Also, it's like you lose your inventory. Like, there's only certain items that are like shadow binded to you or shadow linked to you. So yeah, soul bounded. So like you only get that item back, and so you kind of start all over. And you have very limited like items, like your skills. You got your skills. I like the concept. Like, I like the way they use it in the book. But yeah, I don't like the whole ex machina thing where they're like every other chapter, like, here's a life.
Yeah, it's like hey, you died once. Well, like a few chapters later, here's alive. You still have another 2 times.
Yeah, like that part I didn't like, but I did like the concept, because I'm like they use it really well. Like, oh dude, like there were times that kept me hooked whenever he would lose everything except for like a sword, and he had to like find a way to like get his stuff back and get back into the game. I like that concept.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's pretty good. Sometimes I'm hooked, and sometimes I'm just like, man, like I just feel it's dragging on, or like there are other things. But like I said, I don't want to make this like a deep review. I just wanted to tell you I've been reading it because I know you had asked me a while back, and we haven't really talked about it because I've been busy. Let's just say.
Oh, dude, the what the fuck is it called? The hangers, or what the fuck is it called? The cliffhangers.
Yeah.
At the end of each book, always piss me off. Like I'm like listening to it. I'm so ready for him to like get into that thing, and once he's about to get into like a situation, immediately the book ends, and I'm like, fuck.
But there's the good news is that I believe Beware of Chicken, the new audiobook, is coming out soon. I can't wait to listen to that in audiobook form.
It's already out. It's on Audible, but dude, it's fucking expensive. It's $52 for like one book, one audiobook. That is ridiculous. I don't know. I don't understand the whole audio concept. Like what's it called?
I thought it was coming out September. Did it come out already?
No, it's already out, but you had to pay for it unless you have the subscription, which I didn't really understand the subscription to Audible, because like unless we get sponsored, but like I think you get like one free book to keep.
It's a pre-order. It's released. Oh no, never mind. It's being released on
I told you.
December. It's being released on December. Never mind.
Well, then
We
why the
still
heck
have
are you already buying it? Why is it $52?
You can pre-order.
That's crazy expensive, though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you will never really pay that much for it because the subscription gives you 1 credit, right?
Right.
And you can get any book you want with that credit. The subscription is
once a month.
$15.
I think it
Yeah.
should be like streamed.
See, but
you can stream.
on like Netflix or anything like that, you actually get to keep it.
It's not really yours, though.
No,
It's
it
all
is.
digital.
It is. Yeah, but it's digital.
Can you download it?
Yeah, but I mean, you can only play it on that app on the.
See, it's not yours.
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
not
borrowing it.
yours. Yeah, you're borrowing it from them, but it's kind of like.
It's sort of like an extended borrow.
Yeah, it's like as long as Audible's there, the book is yours. And Audible.
I don't know.
And look, what I'm saying is, yeah, you don't own the physical version, but if you own a physical version of it, like, what are you going to have it on? Because, like, all the old audiobooks were like this cassette tapes where you had so many of them. You had to keep switching them, and if you lost your part. So I like the simplicity of it, and I like the fact that, like I said, I get to keep it because. Like Netflix, you know, like Netflix has been going up, and I don't really watch it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to end my subscription. And what did I get to keep? Nothing. On Audible, like sometimes I don't renew my subscription. But like, you know, I still have all these books that I've for years now that I've gotten 1 credit a month, and I'll use it on a book that I know I like. And, you know, I have all the Cradle books, which I love that series. I have it. So even if I end my subscription, they're mine. They're mine forever.
Okay,
as long as Audible's there.
But okay, as long as Audible's there. But like, how many months did it take to collect all those? Because there's like 10 books.
It's 12 books, but yeah.
Oh, okay, then. So like, it took you a whole year just to own the book.
Yeah, but you still get other things from it. But like I said, I mean, it's fine because now I own them. Like I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, and there are other like I wish we had like more subscription because they do have some. It's called like Plus catalog where like they're unlimited books you can listen to. Yeah, there as long as you have the subscription, you can listen to like an unlimited everything on the Plus catalog. But most books that I want to listen to are not
on there. No. And I mean, Spotify also trying to get into the audiobook space. But the only free ones that you can listen to are like, well, it's not the only ones, but it's sort of like they also have it's really weird to put a subscription service on books. It's not like a library where if you have like a library card or like you have like you have access to a library where you can just go and like pick out a book and then like bring it back. It is I think it's very hard because the way Spotify does it is they give you 15 hours of listening time per month, and you can listen to any of the books they have, but only to like 15 hours a month, and then it renews the next month. But if you want to buy the audiobook, then you can buy the audiobook and you can listen to it whenever, however long you want,
as long as Spotify's there.
As long as Spotify's there. I mean, I bought the Jeanette McCurdy book, I'm Glad My Mom's Dead. It's a good audiobook, and I listened to it. And I was listening to Maze Runner, and all of a sudden it cut off, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why'd it cut off? I check, and it's like, you ran out of free listening hours. And I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, at least let me listen to the book. Like, let me pick out a book. Don't
get at least
like limit my time.
See, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I think subscription should be better, but at the same time, an audiobook requires a lot of people need to get paid for an audiobook because not only do you have the author and the publisher, but now you have you have so many people that need to get paid for an audiobook to be good.
It's one guy. Literally, he does different voices.
I mean, but you have to pay the guy that's doing that, and you have to pay the guy that wrote the book, the guy that's making, you know, the what is his name, the voice actor.
There's a bunch. I don't know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the one for Will Wright? No, that's the guy who wrote it. Fuck.
I'm just saying.
So long, something like that.
I'm just saying, like, the guy that wrote this book, he wants his cut. The guy that, you know, did the audio for the book wants to get paid, and then Amazon or Spotify or whoever, they want to get paid. The person that helped publish the books, they got to get paid. So I get what audiobooks are expensive. I wish there was like a better subscription, and hopefully in the future there is. But I feel like there's also the fact that it's not mainstream, and that most people are not like us, that they're gonna like listen to or read so many books. Because like I'll go from reading to listening to reading to listening, whatever I have the time to do. If I maybe I'm in a place where I can't listen to a book, but I can read it. Sometimes I'm driving, I can't read, but I can listen. Sometimes I want to, listen while I'm cleaning the house. But most people are not like us. They don't really go through so many books like a month.
Yeah,
like,
we work at a menial job where we can just sit there and listen to books while we do the same shit over and over again every day.
You know what? I know you love to complain about work, but let's go ahead, and this episode is getting kind of long, so let's go ahead and end it with our Crazed Combo cards. CCC.
Yeah, we'll continue this next episode. This is our cliffhanger.
Yeah, this is our cliffhanger. So when do you feel the most love? Like when your partner does what?
When I'm putting my pelvis inside her vaginas.
That's when you feel the most loved? So when you're having sex, you feel loved when somebody lets you have sex with them?
That's the only time I feel it. Actually, you know what? I think it's called lust. Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's called lust.
No. When I feel most love, fuck. I think it's whenever I'm vulnerable. Like there's times where I genuinely just break down. Like I had a tough day at work, or like some stuff is piling up, like bills. Like I'm stressing out about like bills or like getting paid, and it's like I break down. I want to like give up sometimes, and I think I feel most love whenever like I tell, like I confide in my wife, and she kind of just like doesn't judge me. She just kind of holds me and kind of assures me. I think that's when I feel most loved, because as a man, I saw this one thing. It said animals, children, and women are the only creatures or people that get unconditional love. A man has to provide. Like a man is expected to provide either like work or like food, like shelter, food, or good dick. Like men are expected to provide something. If a man doesn't provide anything, then they're fucking useless, and that's how they're seen. And I was like, damn, you kind of got a point, because you love dogs. Like a dog doesn't even have to try, and you love them. A woman, I mean, yeah, like they give birth to children, like they have, like they deserve special treatment. And children, I mean, they're children. Like how do you not like it? Like how do you not love children? But like with a man, it's like, oh, he's lazy, fuck him. Oh, he has bad dick, fuck him. He I don't know, something else, fuck him.
I think you're kind of right. You're like half right, but I also disagree to the point where like I feel like men give love because they want sex. So like they'll be like, "Oh, I love this woman," or like,
I don't want to fuck a dog.
No, but like regarding relationships, right? Where like if you like a woman, you kind of give her love. You're like, "Oh, I might buy her flowers. I'm gonna take her to dinner," and like you show her all this love because you want to have sex with her. You like her. You feel attracted.
It's conditional. It's conditional.
It's conditional. That's what I'm saying. You like men's love towards women is also conditional. It's not just free, and you want something from her, so it's not free like you're making it seem. And on the other way, a women's when women doesn't just give love like for free either. Like there's like a lot of women that like don't know how to pick the guys, or like they want love from a specific person but they don't get it. Like let's say
they still get something.
Yeah, but I'm saying, let's say you have a guy you like and you're a woman. Like what are you gonna do? You're gonna, like, you might give your body to him hoping he'll love you, but what if he just wants to tap in, like dip? Like so it's not as easy as some, because like there's this toxic masculinity, which I disagree with that, but like there's this masculinity thing where like, yeah, women have it easy. I think we both face different issues because we're both very different. Like men give love because they want sex, and women give sex because they want to feel love. Like there's a lot of women that also don't get loved. Like, you know, they struggle with their, like, just because a guy wants to fuck you doesn't mean they love you.
Oh, boo hoo. At least you get to have sex. Some men die virgins.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not that expensive to hire a hooker. I don't feel bad for them.
Yeah, but not when it's illegal.
Shit, that didn't stop me from buying,
Ooh.
from smoking weed.
I'm telling the police.
That didn't stop me from drinking before I was of 21. Or
Hello,
that
9/11.
didn't
I
stop
have
me.
a convicted
That didn't
criminal
stop
here.
me from smoking when I was a kid.
Hello,
You know,
Your Honor. I have a. Hello, Your Honor. I have an open and closed case here.
You could literally just go to Vegas. Like, if you're so fucking sad that I'm a virgin, like, okay.
What if you're broke too? What if you don't have money? What if you're fucked?
Okay, so if you're awkward, stupid, dumb, and broke. Like you shouldn't be worried.
Yeah,
about
you don't
having
receive
sex.
unconditional love.
Yeah. No, I never said that they did. They don't deserve unconditional love.
Yeah, you had to pay for it. It's conditional.
Okay, like the only unconditional love most people are gonna have is gonna be from their moms, whether they're
And
men
some
or
don't
women.
even get that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but life is not fair. If you're struggling, better yourself. Like, stop being a bitch and crying about it. Better yourself. You worry about not getting laid? Like, I don't know, go work out, go read a fucking book, go make some money. Like, what are you worrying about sex if you have nothing in your life worth fighting for? Like, find something worth fighting for and then strive to achieve that. Like, stop being a bitch. Oh, no, I'm going to die a virgin. Well, do something about it. Don't fucking bitch and moan. Like, what's that going to do?
All right, well, when do you feel most loved?
When do I feel most loved? That's a very hard question for me to answer. I think it's when people basically just listen to me, you know, like, because I like when I share a part of me with you, because I'm that type of person. I love to share stuff, like
Same.
you know, if I know, like, oh, there's this great restaurant, I'm gonna tell everybody about it.
Same.
And you know, like, oh, there's this great movie that I watched, and sometimes
Same.
be like, oh yeah, well, I watched it like 10 years ago. Well, and you never shared it with me, you know. So if I like to share when I find something good. So whenever somebody like comes back and is like, oh yeah, like, oh yeah, dude, that book you told me about is great, or like, yeah, let's watch this movie you want to watch, or like, you know, yeah, let's watch that anime, or let's talk about this anime. That makes me feel loved. That makes me feel like I share with you, and I share something, a piece of me with you, something that I really liked, and you kind of like, you accepted it, you watched it, now you want to talk to me about it. That makes me feel loved, like you actually care, you know.
Oh, so I made you feel loved last episode when I fucking shouted out all the recommendations you gave.
Yeah.
I love you, Pablo.
Can you say no homo to that, please? I no homo.
No, say it back.
I love you.
Say it back,
no
or this
homo.
is it. No.
No, I already said it.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. I think we'll just have to cut it there. I appreciate all the support. By the way, I was going to mention this at the beginning. We have a Twitter. We have a TikTok. Unfortunately, our what the fuck is it called? Our image. What the fuck is the word for it? Our social media
Team.
No, it's a social media. There's an actual word for this job. Fuck, I can't think of it right now, but our social media exec or whatever is kind of shitty at posting and editing and like making TikToks. It's me. I'm the one. I fucking suck at tweeting too. So our social media guy's kind of fucking stupid. But yeah, look up Crazed Convo on Twitter, on TikTok. I'm gonna try to make more. Also, you know, like if you have any recommendations, you know, email us at crazedconvos@gmail.com. And yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed the media. I want to bring more media into this, but we'll have to figure out a way to record stuff like that. So y'all, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, share this with your friends. I know it's not for everybody. The topics we cover and the way we speak.
Hell no,
it's not for everybody. But if you know somebody, you know, that you want to share this with, you know, please do. We would like to see we would like the podcast to grow, and we also have some things that we were planning for episode 10. You know, because this is kind of a milestone for us. I know the last episode is probably gonna be released late, but you know, we're trying to release every week for you guys. And we would love to hear from y'all, whether it be in the comments, whether it be in emails, in Twitter and TikTok. And we're trying to make a Facebook as well. So we would really like to hear whether y'all like something, whether y'all don't like something. Yeah, we just love to interact with you guys. So, you know, if you're lonely and depressed, Dino will talk to you.
I was about to say, we don't want to sound desperate, but please.
Please give us money.
Please, I need it.
Yeah, I need it.
But thank you.
We also accept what are we
Donations.
Accept? You know, I was gonna say we also accept other things besides money, like diamonds and
dick pics.
No, dick pics. Dick
Send
pics
all
are
the dick
worthless.
pics to Pablo.
You know, in Spanish, when they say "vales verga,"
Uh-huh.
you're worth dick, because dick is worthless. That is just saying you're worthless. Well, it's after an hour, anyways. All right. See.
All right. See ya.
What do you want to be, ya?